Okay, this video is for Scatty Main 01. You said that you're having your match fitness is horrible, right? Your stamina's poor. You're saying your touch is awful. You're saying you have terrible eye-hand coordination, and you also have nowhere to practice, and you're looking to for some insight for some of these issues. You do say that you're 6'4", and that you have a decent strike on the ball. So you got some things going for you. In terms of the stamina, if you check out Dr. Vranich TED Talk, How to Breathe, V-R-A-N-I-C-H, right? Her TED Talk will show you how to become a vertical breather into a horizontal breather, right? So when you're breathing through your stomach, I guess it helps a lot of functions in your body, and it'll help you improve your stamina, right? And this requires no money. Just to check out that video, How to Breathe. The second thing you can invest in is an O2 trainer. This was invented by Bas Rutten. It's clinically proven to cure asthma. I've been using it for the past 6 months. It strengthens your core, right? It strengthens your breathing muscles. I've noticed every time I use it, I become calmer, more focused. It's portable, right? It's tiny, so that's why I like it. I think it's $60, but you know, there might be some cheaper ones out there. I just have an affinity for this one because it's easy to clean, and I listened to the creator who invented it talk about it. So right, I not only have I tested it, right, I've got a lot of benefit from it. So I have an affinity for it. So check that out, O2 trainer. Then that's on Amazon. In terms of your touch, there's a few things that you can do. One habit I've picked up, and I wish someone told me about earlier in my life, is just carrying a tennis ball with you everywhere you go, right? Because then you could start to get touches passively. You can bring it to vacation and to work and to school, and whenever you're feeling like it. Just get as many touches as you can, right? Always training. Muhammad Ali, he trained 6 days a week, all day. So don't hesitate to bust this puppy out and get some touches. If your touch is awful, you definitely want to not only just juggle, right? Juggling will help improve your touch, right? Not only will it improve shooting, but passing and dribbling as well. One thing that you can invest in is a skills kick trainer, which is basically a size 1 ball on a rope with a handle. This is $24, but you can make it yourself, right? Just some duct tape, some rope, and a small ball. The reason I like this is because it just allows you to get more touches, right? Increase your training volume in the comfort of your own home. You mentioned that you have nowhere to train. I'm in my kitchen, or you know, you could be in your bedroom in a tight area, and you don't have to be afraid of breaking anything inside your place. And you're just getting nice rhythmic touches, right? There's a story of this guy, Josh Waitzkin. Josh Waitzkin, he's the best chess player of all time, arguably, and he wanted to learn surfing. So while living in New York City, he bought a one wheel, which is like an electric skateboard, and he just cruised around New York, and this allowed him to train the balance used for surfing. So when he went to go surfing in Costa Rica, it was an easy transition, right? Because he already spent so much time in the same position, basically getting repetitions in and training on land. So right, I've been saying that this skills kick trainer is to soccer as a one wheel is to surfing. It just allows you to get a lot of practice in, improve your touch that you talked about. It improves your awareness, right? Getting into your breathing. If you're relaxed while you're doing it, then you could be the same type of relaxed on the field, right? You want to just be relaxed in training so that you're relaxed in the field when you're playing. So I think that's why this is a great tool, right? You could do a lot of different variations with it. So for that reason, you know, I think this is something that I wish I wish someone told me about this when I was younger. You know, this is a super underrated tool that I think could really help you. What else we have? Yeah, you mentioned nowhere to practice. I think you got to bring your practice. I mentioned this with you everywhere you go. So, you know, think about any place that you could juggle. I mean, even in my kitchen, you know, with a tennis ball, right? So you could start to increase your volume no matter where you are, just with the tennis ball. And I think when you're using a tennis ball, it's going to make your touch more precise. So when you get on a size 5, it's going to become maybe a little easier for you since you're using a smaller ball. And that's another concept, to use different size balls. A size 1, right? All size balls, tennis, footballs, basketball, right? Any ball you have that you have at your place, even dog toys, right? Use different size balls. Different size balls will sharpen your touch and help you improve your touch on the field. In terms of eye-hand coordination, what you can do is, if you have a length of rope, this is called an RMT rope. And what you're going to start to do is just swing it around, right? This rope is a little taller than I am. I'm sorry, a little longer than I am tall, right? So I'm 5'10" on a good day. This rope is like, right, 6 and change. So what it's going to allow you to do is improve eye-hand coordination just by swinging it around, right? Because what's going to happen is your nervous, it kind of connects to your nervous system, right? So you're starting to you start to gain an awareness for where this thing is swinging, and then you're kind of appreciating, right? You develop a it's like you know where your leg is, right? So like the length, the distance from where your leg can go, that's like in your sphere of where you can kick something. So now when you have this rope, you create this sphere of what you can connect with it, right? So now you're developing an awareness through the rope, and it acts as a metronome. Metronome is something that keeps a beat, right? Pop, 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 pop. This synchronizes the rhythm, right? The rhythm of your body. And why that's super important is because there's a rhythm to the game, there's a rhythm to life. So using this thing is going to improve your timing, your rhythm, your coordination. And as you start to learn different rope flow patterns, right? This is the dragon roll, alternating underhand sneak, figure 8, matador's wheel, right? So as you learn different patterns, it's going to tremendously improve your eye-hand coordination. And even if you don't know any patterns, just by swinging it around, you're going to start to feel, right? It kind of connects your whole body. It synchronizes your whole body, and it's going to improve your juggling, your ball striking, balance. I noticed that I started shooting better. My movement on the field felt smoother. You just become more like water. So for that reason, I really encourage you to check out, search how to make an RMT rope. You could pick up some rope at your local hardware store. I like a softer rope so it doesn't chew up your hands, and tie off the ends of the rope with some duct tape or some electric tape. And or you could buy one, right, if you don't feel like making it. I like making them because then you could start gifting them to friends and kind of encouraging people to get moving and improve their practices. So check that out. Search David Weck RMT rope. You can learn some of his rope flow patterns. This guy's an inventor. And what else? Yeah, RMT rope, the one that David Weck says is the most, if you could only learn one rope flow pattern, it would be the alternating underhand sneak. And I'll give you a quick tutorial, right? First, you do the underhand swing, and then you bring your opposing hand and you grab your elbow, and then your wrist, and then you grab both handles of the rope. And then from here, we're going to swing behind the back. And it took me 2 days to learn this, so don't get discouraged as you're learning this. So you're here, that's step, right? This is step 3. And then this is the tricky part, right? So you go, the word phrase, or the acronym, I guess it's an acronym, you go wings wide, pick a side, come over. Wings wide, pick a side. Wings wide, pick a side. Wings wide, pick a side. when I learned the dragon roll, I had to slow down the video, right? I had to watch the same video 10 times, just a tight clip. So I'm not gonna say anything for 1 second and watch me do it, and I'm gonna do it as slow as possible. Ready? Right? Alternating underhand sneak. If you just search alternating underhand sneak tutorial, you'll find some more good ones. So hopefully some of these ideas help, right? Let's recap. RMT, rope flow, especially the alternating underhand sneak for eye-hand coordination. Bring a tennis ball with you everywhere so that you always have somewhere to practice, right? Because that was a complaint, nowhere to practice. And right, the skills kick trainer and the tennis ball will improve that touch, give you more confidence in the ball and on the field, and also improve your awareness on the ball. And stamina, right? You want to check out Dr. Vranich's TED Talk, How to Breathe, and then the O2 trainer, the breath trainer, or any breath trainer. But I know I've had great results with the O2 trainer. So Scatty Main 01, I hope this helps, and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.